Welcome to Mysteries and Crime. I'm your host, Melissa Thompson. Today marks 84 days since Summer Moon Utah Wells has gone missing. And we have had a very tough week in this case, with the shenanigans going on between Donald and Candus and everyone else. I told you guys last week how I felt about that. But now Donald is back to round 3 with Chris McDonough, and he's added Trish into the mix. Okay, so if you guys are not caught up on this, let's get into it. So Donald and Voices Behind the Wall kind of had a bit of a falling out. Now, Cher from Voices Behind the Wall, she felt angry, and she said that Donald turned on them last Saturday. He was quite nasty. He used very foul language. She said he had never talked this way before, and she didn't see the Christian man he portrays himself to be. So they stopped talking, and Cher reported him to the TBI, and she started recording conversations. Now, he apparently blocked her and Mr. Cher on his social media, all except one. Apparently, he has a private Facebook page with no picture on it, and Cher still had access to that, so she was still seeing things. Now, Cher was quite upset when she asked Donald to plead for his daughter, and he did not. He talked about everything else but his daughter. And if you watch the video on Voices Behind the Wall, you actually see it in Cher's face. She's like, what in the world is he talking about? And then you hear Candus in the background cursing at Donald. So that was quite interesting. So they stopped talking, and Voices Behind the Wall had everybody that wanted to come up on panel plea for Summer Wells' safe return, which they did. After that, Donald got in touch with Cher from Voices Behind the Wall, which I suspected. He needs somebody in his corner. And when he did what he did last week, having Candus call Mary and saying that he was arrested or he was with the mafia, whatever, I mean, that was just plain ridiculous in my opinion. And it took away from Summer's story. It absolutely did. Everything revolves around Donald. I mean, I think we all see that. He is the main character in the story. So my question today for you guys is, what happened to Summer? Like, I feel Donald takes away from Summer and he blames everybody else for it, but he's the one responsible for it. He's the one taking eyes off Summer and putting them back on him because of his ridiculousness and the stupid things that he says. Now, he supposedly wrote an apology that he wanted Cher to share on Voices Behind the Wall, his quote-unquote apology. Now, I typed this all out for you guys, and let's go over this because this is interesting. He starts out with Chris M. If you don't know who that is, it's Chris McDonough from the interview room. So, round 3, Donald versus Chris McDonough. You have created all of this drama. You have sent all these people after us, trying your best to set us up. Fake book accounts. You have turned my own family against me time after time. Quit using them for your evil agenda because we can all see what you are trying to do. I think you're responsible for my daughter's abduction due to Trisha's horrific lie. Excuse me, what? Like, I actually had to listen to that 10 times. So, Donald's first theory in this quote-unquote apology is to blame Chris McDonough now for taking Summer. Are we joking? Like, what? Where does he come up with these theories? Does he turn CSI on every single night and say, can you give me any ideas of who I could put under the bus next? I mean, seriously? Just because he's mad at Chris McDonough does not mean Chris McDonough took your child. Chris McDonough didn't even know about Summer until she went missing. So, wow, I have to say about that. Let's continue. Somebody needs to come forward because we're on to you. These are not my words, they're his. So, if it doesn't make sense, I'm sorry. If you do this because of Trish's horrific lies, I applaud you. I have done the same. You deserve a medal for what you have done. I will do everything to protect you. You are a hero for sure, but Trish lies so horrifically. I can't even repeat her lies. Please come forward. I will help you and protect you for a hero act. I swear. So then next, he's blaming Trish for taking Summer. It first goes from Chris to now Trish. Trish is the one who should be in prison. What did she do, Donald, except tell her truth? Honestly, and her mom's truth. She went and protected her mom, and yet she belongs in prison? Are you kidding me? You just make me angrier and angrier every single day. We've had people attacking us constantly because of her evil lies. Almost a gunfight on our property and cops called. My boys can't even live in our house. Gee, whose fault is that, Donald and Candus? It's not Trish's. I don't care if you think this is ridiculous or not. As I said, you do not need to agree with it. I have a platform called Voices Behind the Wall because whether you believe what their voices are or not, I give them a platform to have their voice their way. If you don't like it, go watch something else, period. But Trish lies so horrifically. I can't even repeat her lies. Please come forward. I will help you and protect you for a hero act. I swear, please, I promise. Trish is the one who should be in prison. We've had people attacking us constantly because of her evil lies. Almost a gunfight on our property, and the cops called. My boys can't even live in our home because of the extreme danger caused by her evil lies. People attack me everywhere I go. Did you cause someone to act to save my daughter from some imaginary evil plot designed in your head? Your mother, Jeannie, done all this crap against me to protect you, and that's the only damn reason, Trish. That's the only damn reason. Trish, did you cause someone to think they were saving my daughter from some horrific situation? Make up your mind. Are you that evil thinking? Whoever has my daughter, bring her forward. I will protect you. I promise before my God, it's not your fault. I would do the same. God bless you. Please bring my baby home. Trish, beg God for mercy. Bring my baby home. Trish, why are you so evil? Why do you lie? Why do you hate? Why do you act like such a victim? We're all victims. Got news for you. Your activities are highly suspicious, to say the least. Now, guys, that was supposed to be Donald's apology. Did you guys hear one apology in that statement? Because I sure didn't. He threw Chris McDonough under the bus for taking his daughter. Then he chose to throw Trish under the bus for taking his daughter. He blames Trish that possibly some stranger came to take Summer because they thought they were saving her, and now he's going to save everybody that was thinking that they were helping her. I mean, come on, Donald. I mean, enough is enough already. I've had it with your shenanigans. I mean, you literally gave me a headache listening to your statements. What happened to Summer? Why don't you even speak her name? You don't. You say she, her, daughter. You don't talk about Summer. You haven't given us stories about Summer. You repeat the same couple over and over and over again. I could tell you a million stories about each of my daughters. And yet, where's your stories? You don't seem to have any stories. You say that she loves you, and she only would go to you for the first 18 months, and oh, poor Candus. You don't feel sorry for Candus either. You two have a tumultuous relationship, and it's showing because they took the boys away to protect them. You know who they were protecting them from? The both of you. Nobody else. You two. So, when are you going to start talking about Summer? Because this case has gone, it's been blown completely out of proportion, and we lost what the story is all about. What the story is all about is on June 15th, 2021, Summer Moon Utah Wells went missing from her home. Now, we don't know what happened at that home because we were not there. There are no cameras there. You know, maybe there's some trail cameras, but they're not the same as security cameras. We don't know what that little girl went through at that home. We can surmise. We've looked at the pictures. We looked at what we've seen, but we don't know what she herself felt inside. I can see that she was definitely looking for some attention. And, you know, that Zoom call, part of it got leaked. And I was like, wow, this case has really gone bonkers. I mean, that definitely shouldn't have been leaked. And the person talking is saying how hard it is to keep them sober so they can make meetings and calls and stuff. So that shows you, are they really trying to get better? I don't know. I mean, I don't know why. I guess the advocates are there for the children and they can't do anything for these two. These two need rehab. And I think it's part of the reason why when we look at body expert analysis, they're having a hard time reading these two because of the substances. The substances make it hard to figure these two out because it's like they're dead inside. You know, they don't show emotion. And when we finally heard some emotion from Candus, it was fake. It was fake, you guys. And Cher even shared on her channel that Donald's big idea, okay, he had $1 million idea while his daughter has gone missing and his 3 other boys were taken away. He wanted to go on a pay-per-view, right? He wanted people to pay for this so he could give a false confession that he did something to Summer and get paid $1 million. Like, what? Who thinks like that? I guess Donald thinks like that. But Cher said there were multiple things like that he wanted to do. So we're starting to see that money is probably a number one motivation for Donald. And I'm sure Candus. So we have to put that on the table as a huge possibility that has something to do with Summer going missing. And the second thing we have to put up there is their substance abuse issues. We don't know who they owe what to. You know, how are they paying for these substances? First of all, you know, I know for a fact that they're not making a lot of money. They've admitted that. So are they spending every cent they have on substances? And they are so bombed out of their mind every day that they can't function properly? And this was way before Summer was gone and the boys were gone. Donald admitted it himself that it was lights out for Candus every night, and you couldn't talk to her anymore. You couldn't talk to her until the next day. This is a bad situation. These folks have put probably all of us against each other. They put all of us against each other. Everybody on YouTube, everybody out in the world that cares for this little girl. These two are laughing behind the scenes when we all argue against one another. Do we realize that? That's what these two are motivated on. They find all of this funny. And I don't know how a missing 5-year-old little girl is funny. Because I want to know where she is. And I know all of you want to know where she is. So how come the only two people that don't seem to want to know where she is Donald and Candus? They can't even speak her name. Really? I mean, that's saying something, you guys. How could they not even speak her name? She was their daughter. She's their baby. She was their only daughter. And to not know what happened to your child, that has to be the worst misery in the world. I told you I lost a child, but I know what happened to my child. She's not out there missing. Summer is missing. And we don't know where she is. And these two seem to spend their time getting wasted, making ridiculous phone calls to people who actually care. I mean, Mary was an absolute saint on that phone. Mary, we would all be lucky and honored to have you as our friend. So what Candus did was outrageous to you. I just can't even believe somebody could be that malicious to do something like that. But again, look who we're talking about. They're not out there searching for their daughter. They don't speak about her in public. When was the last time Candus said anything except we hear her yelling in the background on Voices Behind the Wall at her husband, and they're attacking each other? And Donald has admitted that their relationship has gone really bad lately. And he put his wife up to that phone call, and now he's threatening Chris McDonough, and he's threatening Jeannie, and he's threatening Trish. It's all of your fault, you guys, but I'm Mr. Perfect. I'm the churchgoer. You're all evil. I'm the saint. Come on, Donald. Tell us where Summer is. We know that you're a part of this. Look, you've been number 1 on my list since this all began. Candus is number 2, and Grandma Candy is number 3, because I think she knows a whole lot more than she admitted. And she got the heck out of Dodge. She left. She left her daughter to handle all of this. So it shows how they all feel emotionally about this whole thing. And she lost a daughter too. So she lost a daughter and a granddaughter, and she just wanted to get away. She wanted to get away from all of this. There's so much going on in this case. But guys, if we could do one thing, please, let's remember Summer. This is about Summer. We need to bring her back where we can all see that her. This is crazy, what's going on. We have to stop the hate. We need to come together and find this little girl. That is our number 1 priority. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope all my friends who celebrated Labor Day had a beautiful one. School's going back for us this week. And I know for a lot of you, school has already started. I hope you all are doing well. I pray for all of you, and have a beautiful, blessed week. I will see you very soon. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.